Anyway, this is Chris, otherwise known as the Big Blue Baller, back with another NBA 2K20 video. Finally, it's been about a week, but a lot has been going on in this past week. Mainly this whole virus outbreak, which is the point of this video. What I wanted to talk about today, talk about my thoughts on the NBA's response and just how things are going. How are things going with you guys? I hope if you're living in a largely populated city, you were able to get to the grocery stores in time, get some food, get some supplies, because I know it's wild out there. I made sure and went ahead and got supplies before the rush, not knowing whether there's going to be a rush or not, just in case a rush ever came. Got about an extra week or two's worth of food and supplies, and we're out here balling now. But yeah, I hope everybody else is doing all right. I've been talking to friends and family from all over the country, and some people have it a lot better than others. Some people, the shelves are completely empty. Other places, there's no rush to go to the grocery store at all. People are just chilling. They're just chilling, you know. Things are cool. But yeah. Anyways, so the NBA last week, a lot has changed over the course of the past 7 days. 7 days ago, we were talking about the possibility that we could have the rest of the season played out in front of no fans, and then it went from 0 to 100 as soon as Rudy Gobert tested positive for the virus, and now all of a sudden we're just not having any basketball. No NBA, no March Madness. High school basketball is getting canceled in certain areas, or just basically any organized sport is just done for. I mean, it's not just the NBA. They were one of the first, but it's also the NHL, the XFL. I don't remember if baseball got canceled yet or not, but it would be surprising if they hadn't. And yeah, it's been a circus out there. You know, things, like I said, went from 0 to 100 real quick, and here we are. Obviously it sucks, you know, no basketball for a while, and I'll be completely honest, it's one of my escapes from reality, if you will. So I think everybody kind of has, you know, those escapes. You know, you come home from work, come home from a long day, and you just want a few minutes break from, you know, whatever had been stressing you out throughout the middle of the day. And for some people, that's video games. For some people, that's reading a book, sewing, knitting, cooking, putting together a puzzle, whatever it may be. For me, it's mostly basketball, video games somewhat too, but I don't know. I used to be able to just sit down for hours and hours and hours and play video games nonstop. But these days, as I've, you know, graduated college and whatnot, just not so much. I don't know. Like, I can do it and I'll enjoy it, but I don't get fully, what's the word? Not fully ingrained, but fully immersed into the virtual world, as you could say. So, yeah, that's my escape from reality has now entered reality and is gone. I managed to actually go to my local gym Friday, right before they closed. I got an email that night at around 3 a.m. saying, hey, so we're actually closed now for the next 2 weeks, but I managed to get in, shoot some hoops. I was not intending on playing a game at all. I don't know how any of you guys are dealing with this situation. I know some people aren't taking it seriously. I think it is worth taking seriously, because even if you don't get any severe symptoms or whatnot, you could pass it on to somebody that would. So you're basically a walking killing machine, which is not ideal. So I did not want to play a full court game. I mean, I did, but not with the current situation. I just wanted to shoot hoops and be done with it, because it had been a few days since I had even touched the basketball court. So I wanted to go out there, get some shots up, before possibly not getting any more shots up for the next few weeks. So there you go. Yeah, it has been pretty intense how the public mentality, or at least the majority of people have gone from this is not a big deal to this is a very big deal within only a few days' time. And then, of course, you have a lot of people panicking. I think that's to be expected. There are, a lot of people, not just in the United States, but in the world, that tend to overreact at anything they hear or see on the news. And so it doesn't really surprise me that we have all these grocery stores being sold out of supplies like toilet paper. The toilet paper thing, I don't fully understand. Why aren't you getting like colds and flu remedies? We're just going ham on this toilet paper. Whatever. But yeah, it's wild out there for sure. I'm glad the NBA's taken the first steps amongst all of these professional sports leagues to go ahead and just cancel everything. I think that was a smart move. And I mean, it is unfortunate. I hope they do continue the season, because it would be very sad to have, we've played about 60 games or so. We're about 3/4 of the way through the season, if not more. And then everything just goes to waste. I think that would be very unfortunate. How would you even declare the champion? How does that work in terms of, anything really? Like free agency, is that still going to play out the same? The draft, how would you determine the draft order? Are you just going to go with the standings as it is, and then we crown the champion as the regular season team with the most wins? How would you even go about doing that? I don't know. I feel like they would just write off the whole season just to play fair with everybody. Kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Hope they don't. My hope is that they continue the season in like 2 to 3 months and we have a load of basketball over the summer, because that's one of the things I don't love about the summer, is that all we have to keep ourselves busy is free agency news and memes. And if the season gets postponed to then, at least we have that. And for the time being, this is like our own little mini off season. We're just watching highlights on YouTube, or there's already people, shit posting on NBA Reddit and all this stuff, and we're in March here. So yeah, I'm just glad that the NBA took the steps that they did in order to take preventative measures in canceling the league right now. I think recently they also said that one of the players guarding Rudy Gobert, Christian Wood of the Detroit Pistons, he also recently tested positive for this virus. And I think most of the players will be okay in terms of safety and not having any severe symptoms. But obviously, like I was saying before, you're kind of like a walking killing machine that can, infect other people that might have severe symptoms in reaction to this virus. So, yeah. Again, glad they took the steps. Hopefully they come back. Hopefully the season doesn't go to waste. My opinion, the worst of all of this in terms of basketball, if we look at March Madness, a lot of these players kind of show out and make a case for themselves in the tournament, and how they perform in the clutch and whatnot. And now a lot of these players, these seniors, don't get to do that. We don't have as much film on them, and going into the draft, there's a lot more question marks. And I think this year in the draft, we're going to see a lot more international players get drafted as opposed to college players. I'm not going to lie, I haven't been paying close attention to college basketball like I was in the past. But I haven't been hearing any names at all. Last year, everybody heard Zion Williamson. Everybody heard the name R.J. Barrett. Everybody heard the name Jarrett Culver and those sort of players. I haven't heard anything at all from college basketball this year. I don't know who's the top college basketball player at all. I haven't heard anything. I just know we have these players overseas that everybody keeps talking about. And so it wouldn't surprise me if this year the first 3 players drafted are international players as opposed to NCAA players. But we'll just have to wait and see. They're probably not even going to have the draft in June. It'll probably be later in the summer. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and find out. Hopefully all these players and all these playoff teams can stay in shape as the league is currently suspended, and the teams' momentums aren't completely ruined, and that we can go back to having some competitive playoffs in a couple months here. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Check out the other Big Blue Baller YouTube channel where I post just random stories about what I got going on in my life. We got life advice for college students, for people just leaving college, all sorts of things. I got some cooking on there too. Believe it or not, I actually cook food. Hope y'all enjoyed. Again, like and subscribe, ring the notification bell, etc. And to all my Big Blue Ballers out there, let's get that bread. And I'll see you all on the next one.